Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest sports updates and interviews with your favorite athletes.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews, media coverage, MMA, boxing, IKF, kickboxing. Hiya! Hey, and I interview on my show. So I got my co-host here, Anthony the Tiger Cruz. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
All right. Can you tell I don't have to wear earphones or nothing, man?
Getting fancy now.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good. Right.
So right now, tonight, apparently we got some big BKFC news and some other things that Paul wants to announce on my show.
Let's get it.
Here's the thing, Paul is not going to be on tonight because he's got to do something with his family. So we're going to have Travis on here. So I'm going to bring Travis on. Hang on for a second. So how was your day?
Good, man. Good. Did a little workout, nothing fancy. Yesterday was a big workout. Today just a little touch up, little technical stuff. But yeah, it was good.
Well, no, but the COVID-19 still going on, man. I don't know what they're going to do.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It seems like it's not going to go away anytime soon. It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
According to Donald Trump, he's saying the numbers are declining. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what graph he's looking at. You know, when a lot of states are still on lockdown, a lot of states are restrict traveling. You know, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, he says one thing, he's saying one thing, but the numbers don't add up. So I don't know what the hell he's looking at.
All right, here we go. We got Travis. I don't know if you ever met him. I think he does ring announcing too. He's been doing a lot of interviews for a lot of people.
Cool.
Fighters and all. So let's bring Travis on here. Welcome to Full Broadcast.
Oh, I know him. I know that guy.
You know me.
He's an old friend. He's an old friend of mine. He's like my brother from another mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I interviewed Tony a
long time. I think Travis was one of the first guys to actually interview me when social media wasn't even social media. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much for always being there for me, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, look, man. You have done a lot when it comes to the sport. You are greatly appreciated, as you already know. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see you still doing your thing, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm being blessed coming from New York and on the guidance with Louis Bad Boy Ruiz, Corleone, Hensel Gracie. So I've been blessed, you know what I'm saying? And of course, just like they helped me, I'm passing that down, you know. It's only fair, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, if people only knew how far back you really go.
I don't think they have an idea. I don't think people know how far I go, who I've been with, who I train with, who I compete against with. Because a lot of people don't go that far anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they live for the moment. But only if they knew. You know what I'm saying? Even though I look young, I'm 48 years old, man. So I've been in the sport, in the game for a long time.
All right. Let's get to the show here. Travis, give us a little detail about where you came from and how you got where you're at today.
Well, you know, I've been in combat sports pretty much my whole life. Originally from upstate New York, so very familiar with where you're from, sir. You know, my dad boxed, my uncles boxed. They were actually trained by Customato. So I've always been around the fight game. Boxing kind of did its thing. Don't need to talk about that. I grew up in the golden era of it, and then it did what it did. So then I moved into MMA. It was just the next progression. Of course, when I got into it and covering it and being around it, it was still underground. it was still had that bad connotation.
Yep.
And then it started to get mainstream. I moved from not commentating, but interviewing to the business side, behind the scenes, helping the events become what they are, and still interviewing. So, and then it just leads me, of course, it's like a crazy girlfriend. You know you could leave, but you can't. That's the fight game for me. I could have got out of it a long time ago, and it just keeps calling me and calling me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna keep calling me, I'm gonna answer the phone and we're gonna stay married. And I got in touch with Paul, and me and Paul talked. We got a good vibe. We both had a long-term vision for a lot of things, and here we are today on the Fuller Show.
Yep. I'm happy to have you on here.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think me and Travis go back since back in the early 2000s. People just don't know how far we go back. You know what I'm saying? But woo, time flies, man.
He probably changed your diaper, man.
What's possible?
All right, so let's start off. Paul was telling me you guys had some news, so let's start with the first breaking news that you want to give everybody.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I do kind of want to apologize. The Ink has not signed on a deal, and of course, we all know, all three of us know, you never say anything until the ink's dry. So the ink is on the paper, it has not dried. One thing that I can tell you is that BKM, Bare Knuckle Management, has signed a former UFC champion.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Bring it, man. Bring it.
Wow. Oh my God. I mean, that's a big list. That's a big list.
That's a large
big list. Yeah, that's a big list to even guess. You know.
So far, that's the only one so far. We are talking with others. So I mean, again,
wow.
At the end of the day, Bare Knuckle is the new hit. It's the new sexy pick right now. So, Bare Knuckle Management, our whole purpose is to grow the sport. By the words of Malcolm, by any means necessary, we will grow this sport to be the largest sports franchise.
Comeback sports in the world,
BKFC is over.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, I remember when I first heard of Bare Knuckle, it was like 2 years ago, and Wyoming became the first state to legalize Bare Knuckle. And I'm like, yeah, I heard that for real? I mean, because I was hearing the news, I'm like, did I just heard that? Wait a minute, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? I mean, and it blew overnight like that. I mean, here we are 2 years later, almost 3 years later, and look what it is today. And, I'm glad it happens because, whether Philman, Nick Shook, management, the fighters, we know a lot of them. They're friends of ours. They're all high class guys. They take care of each other. They take care of the fighters. Compared to other sports, I don't mention no names, but other sports. They it's like they gotten too big to fail. You know what I'm saying? And they let that success get to their head, and now they don't take care of the fighters. Fighters, right? They've been around for 20 plus years, and fighters don't. Top 10 guys don't make $1 million. Come on, man. I mean, you gotta take care of the fighters. Is what makes the sport. If you don't make you don't take care of the fighters, they are gonna leave, and all you're gonna get with that price is junk fights. You're not gonna get guys who take the fight serious. You're not get super fights. Well, you're gonna get super fights once in a while. No, it should be every time you have a show. Should be the top guys in the world, not semi or half and half or maybe.
Anthony, you got to remember, the three of us are extremely spoiled. We came up in the golden era of sports.
That's right.
We saw some of the greatest
fighters
ever. Yeah. We saw some of the greatest martial artists, kickboxers ever to walk the planet. We were blessed to see that. So for the younger generation, we never got a chance to see
to see that.
Full contact PKA.
No,
They don't know.
no.
The
don't
people
know.
who didn't watch Marvin Hagler, Roberto
Right.
Duran, Pepino Cuevas,
Tyson,
they never watched.
Christian Mosley, Mayweather in his prime.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit! The list goes on and on and on and on.
Pretty Boy Floyd or Money
Pretty
Man?
Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy knocked people out. People don't understand.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
Boy would knock you out. He'd stand there in the pocket
Yeah.
and knock you out. And then he took
Yeah.
too many blows, and his dad said,
Yeah.
"I taught you defense for a reason, son."
That's right. But back in the like from the early '90s to the early 2000s, you had a golden area in combat sport. You know what I'm saying? It was kickboxing, MMA, boxing, and you see it now. It's died out. It's just it's nothing there no more. I mean, it's exciting,
baby. That's all I can say about that. BKFC.
Yeah. And you know what?
Four times on Sunday, damn it, 4 times.
Yeah. No doubt. And I'm glad Dave Feldman is doing what he's doing with Nate Shook and all those guys. And you know what? People want it. People want to see the action. People are not politicians to be involved with the politics. They want guys to get paid, to get taken care of. I see amazing fights. We want to see bullshit fights. We want to see. If I'm paying for pay-per-view, I want to see good fights. I don't want to see like these guys running around and taking their time. I don't want to see. I don't pay for that.
No.
So Travis.
Yes, sir.
So Paul told me to tell you, 2-time UFC champion.
Oh, I do it. Look, I'm trying not to let the cat out the bag. I don't want to give away the goodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't give it away.
We're here for some.
Don't give it away.
We're here for some good news and some breaking news, and maybe you might have some bad news. I don't know. Let's hear it.
Of course, no news is bad news. Any press is good press.
Never.
Depends on how you use it.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
So I mean, we're working with the BKFC, like I said, to grow the brand. And we're, as a company, BKM, Bare Knuckle Management, is growing rapidly. It's kind of scary. Me and Paul, we came up with a plan, and we're executing that plan. The only problem is, everything that's going on, and I definitely want to give a big shout out to all the fighters out there. Look, man, you feel your pain. COVID has got us all messed up. And we feel you. I can tell you what right now. I know for a fact there's going to be a whole lot of bare knuckle fights coming up real soon. Like
including me. My career is not over. You know what I'm saying? 3-time kickboxing champion, Team Hensel Gracie. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna blow the spot away. The 170 category, that's mine.
Hey, look. You I followed you for a very long time. So it would be an honor to sit there, actually squared circle side, to watch you and toe the line. I would love it. My brother, the honor's all mine. I always appreciate you guys' help and support in the sport. So put it this way, there will be plenty of chances for you to fight. Plenty. Because
oh yeah.
There will be a what's called a toe the line series. Where there's, like I said, you're not going to be able to watch TV or go to the Zone or go to the BKTV app or Facebook without seeing bare knuckles somewhere. Somebody somehow, because there's going to be that much action going on.
I'm
talking big names, big title fights. Dave Feldman is top-notch guy.
He is.
We all know.
God bless him.
We all know he's not. He's not afraid to throw some money. We all know how much he paid Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they're offering $20 million.
Yeah,
they're offering $20 million.
Now,
I'm like, wow.
What you just said, Anthony. A lot of these guys aren't getting paid what they should be paid.
That's right.
Right. So we all know BKFC is willing to pay the cost to be the best.
That's right. And you see it, and you see a lot of guys from boxing background, kickboxing background, MMA background, big names doing the transition to bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. I mean, for a young sport, I don't think I would be involved in any competitive sport that still that young with that many big names already. And I think that's what blowing the sport out. And when you see it, is is action from nonstop. Guys are high class guys. They're gentlemen outside, inside the ring. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a whole different sport than what it was even the UFC 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Dave. Look, UFC. I thank you. I thank you. Here's why I thank you. Because Dana, Uncle D, don't want to say any names, told David Feldman, "You're crazy."
Right.
And David told him, "I'm going to do exactly what you did."
Yeah.
But see, here's the beautiful thing. David's got more tools. And when I tell you, and I promise you,
I believe it.
And you know me, Anthony, the things that are coming will blow the bleeping sock off of the world. I'm talking. You might want to get your passport, Anthony. That's all I can tell you.
Woo!
Passport.
Woo! I'm there. I can't wait.
So give us a little news you have right now. Paul wants you to break to us right now.
Oh goodness. Well, I mean, I don't know. Some people may already know, but there will be shows across Hop in the Pond. There will be shows in England. There will be shows in Thailand.
Woo! Big news. We're blowing up.
There will be champions fighting champions, other organizations. These things. So you want to talk about a takeover?
Yeah.
You can't. Look, it's hard to make me speechless, brother. And I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of goodness going on, man. Look, I've been.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Some things I can tell you, but I pinky swore. There you go. So look, a lot is coming down the pike. To be perfectly honest with you,
that's great.
Only, like I said, for BKFC, but also for bare knuckle management. We're signing fighters as fast as we can, good quality people to help grow this organization, to grow this sport. Because this sport is the future. We are living it now. So for everybody listening out there, whether you're amateur, whether you're pro, look here. I love me some MMA. I love it. But if you kind of are tired of somebody laying on you all the time, and you got some hands, you need to come on board and showcase that skill, that God-given gift of literally knuckling up and come to the line with us. That's all I can say about it. I mean, we've got some. Now, hey Tony, I know a fighter who I think would be a good match for you, and he just so happens to be signed with bare knuckle management. Isn't that funny?
What's his name? Say it. Come on.
Bring it.
Okay, his name is James Warfield.
Uh-oh, trouble.
No way. I like him.
So, and I'll let a cat out the bag. He's going to be fighting in 170 for a little while.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I've been. Hear me out, David Feldman. I never backed out for any fight in my career. I'm a Taekwondo champion, Greek boxing champion, MMA guy on the team Hensel Gracie. I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? So this is my new step, my new high in the future. And I can't wait to step in that ring and show the world that Anthony the Tiger Cruz, is still here to stay.
Look, you've been around longer than most. So again, you got staying power. So there's no doubt that. There's no doubt that. But like I said, it could be an honor.
25 fights, 18 by knockouts. That's what I gotta say. With gloves. So imagine without no gloves.
Look. I'll be that's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Got some things, so let's see.
But I'm glad you mentioned that about champion fighting champions, because it's something that always been against the UFC, because the UFC always talk about being the best MMA show production in the world, but you never see MMA. You never see a UFC champion fight another champion for another organization. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in boxing, you have 4 bodies, and to prove you're the best, and you have to unify the belts, and that's how you know you're undisputed, the best. But if you have a championship, but this guy has another belt the same weight class, and this guy has another belt in the same weight class, how can you definitely tell that you are the best? You can't.
You can't.
You can't. So in your weight class, don't just go by word of mouth saying, well, I'm the UFC, we're the biggest, we're the best. No, because that guy has a belt over there, that guy has a belt over there, that guy has a belt over there. And any given time, no matter how good you think you are, you could lose easy.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So,
and again, it takes everything away. It takes.
So you know, if I were bell and bell knuckle, and there's another show over there or somebody else that's a champion bell knuckle, well, let's prove who's undisputed the best in the world by putting champion as a champion. That's the only way you're gonna know for sure who is the best in your weight class. Not to run away from it, not to go word of mouth. Well, with the UFC and with the best and hands down that's that. No, that's bullshit because when you have Pride, you have Strikeforce. You know, a lot of guys from Strikeforce end up in the UFC. You got a lot of guys from Pride end up in the UFC. You got a lot of guys from EC came out to UFC. You know what I'm saying? And beat guys in the UFC to become champions themselves. So that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, of course. I mean, that lets you know the vision. That lets you know the vision of Mr. Feldman. He understands. He's been around the fight game his whole life.
I'm glad.
He understands how to make fights, how to make big fights, how to get things done. That's obvious. How to get.
And you gotta do different things. You cannot do the same things the UFC or Bellator, whatever, are doing. Do something different. Do something unique to set you apart. And that right there is huge because nobody else right now in the fighting sport besides boxing does that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true. Now, Paul. Now I know who that Facebook user is. What's going on?
Yeah, he's watching you. He's watching you. Man.
He's watching.
Yeah, I mean, just to touch on a little bit of what Paul put up on the screen, just to kind of go in depth a little bit. We do have quite a few fighters, and believe it or not, we're gonna have, I'd say, 4 or 5 fighters fighting in September on the same card.
Woo!
You want to talk about lighting it up? Again, I wasn't playing when I said management is coming to grow the sport. We're coming, and we're putting good quality fighters on good quality BKFC cards. You know what I mean? Like you said, talking to Tanya Ettinger, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. That chick hits like a brick. Look, Tanya's biggest thing is like everybody wants to take her down.
Right.
Why? Because she'll knock them out. Flat out.
True. Yeah.
So you lay and pray and hope you can keep her down there. Well, guess what? You don't have to take her down because you can't.
You can't.
No kick. All knuckles, baby. And I'm telling you, look, that's the type of people that we're talking about. She's a fighter through and through. If you've ever talked to her, if you've ever watched her fights, she's a fighter. Pure and simple. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
The last bare knuckle fight was the first time I saw it live. You know what I'm saying? I was never a big fan until Carlos, my buddy Carlos Leon, introduced me to the sport. I was never a big follower. I was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the last time now that I interview a lot of the fighters, and I'm friends with a lot of the fighters. It was my first time watching it live. Oh my God! I couldn't stay still. You know, I couldn't stay still. I feel like I was the one there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was exciting. It was professional. It was a lot of the fights were action packed. You know, I mean, it's like when you thought one dude was gonna win, the tides turned. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, it was amazing. They did an amazing job.
When you have 2 minutes of straight war,
right.
Styles make fights, right?
That's right.
You know, not meaning to toot the bare knuckle management horn, but we've got a few guys who literally thrive in that short, fast-paced action. You know what I'm saying? Josh Dyer, he'll be fighting in September. He's the type of guy that literally you don't want to get out your seat like, hey, they're announcing, and I'm gonna go.
Right.
They're announcing them, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He's
Right.
got that berserker type of style to where it's just like, fight's over. I missed
Right.
it. I missed the fight. Fight's over, bro. You missed it.
And that's why you don't see no more. I don't mention no names, but there's been a lot of professional boxers who have done bare knuckle. There's a lot of real known MMA fighters done bare knuckle, and after the one fight, you haven't seen him again. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody.
Look,
I don't care who you were champion in other organizations. It's totally different bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? It's totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, look, prime example.
And that's what I like about it.
Ask Fred. You guys have interviewed Fred. You know,
Yep.
you know the cowboy, the bare knuckle cowboy.
Yep.
This is a street fight. This is a street fight in a square circle to toe the line. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's in boxing. It's not MMA. You know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, Fred will be fighting in September as well.
Woo!
That's good.
Oh, man.
So Travis, so all the fighters that you signed recently, so it's going to be a while before they get on the card because a lot of your fighters are anxious to get on a card. So it might be maybe 3 or 4 months down the road before they get on the next one.
Oh no. Well, here's the thing. With bare knuckle, but here's the beauty of it. If you can get in and do your job and get in and get out, there's fights. Look, BKFC every month, baby. Every month, and like I said, that's only going to increase. So at that point, if you can get in, handle the business, and get out, and you don't have any lengthy suspension, every other month isn't a problem. Not an issue. I mean, so guys are going to be busy, and like I said, I'm COVID got everybody messed up. But when I tell you, BKFC is here. It's here to stay. It's here with a vengeance. He's going to keep fighters busy. So you're not going to say like, well, look, I'm a bare knuckle fighter and I can't get a fight. You're full of shit.
Right.
Hey, don't use my last name, man.
Good one. Good one.
All right, so with we know bare knuckles up and coming. It's going to be huge. I know you guys been signing a lot of fighters. Some other management team too. I have fighters coming on my show so anxious to get on with bare knuckle. So you got something to say to them right now to let them be patient. Your time is coming.
Oh,
you know.
Look. Here soon. Like I said, there's going to be multiple shows per month. You will have more than an opportunity. Mr. Feldman understands that. Again, he's been in the
be ready.
He knows. So like Anthony just said, look, be ready. The best
ready
is availability. I'll say that again, fighters. The best ability you can have is availability. Be available. Now, mind you, that goes for the fellas and the ladies. Ladies listening out there. We put out an APB, all points bulletin. We need you. Come join us. Like Miss Edinger, come join us. We're here. And there won't be a shortage of fights. So yes, be patient. Be patient. Hold on. Because when the floodgates open up, make sure you can swim or you got a life raft or something. You will go downstream quick. So be ready. Be available. We're here for you.
Well said. So, like I said, I got like 3 or 4 fighters that kept asking me, trying to find management to get into bare knuckle. I'm sure you know 2 of them. One just signed up with you guys, Anthony.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Prater.
I'm not. Yep. I've knew him for a while now. I actually used to be a sponsor for him back last year. So he's real good.
He's a great young talent. He is a great young talent. We can't wait to really see what he can do and then help him just hone his craft. I mean, he's got a lot of skill.
Yeah, he'll get there. He's quick. I think he's got a future in bare knuckle. We'll wait and see. I mean, he's never done it before, so I'm waiting to see him up there. So, anything else, any more news you have for us, or you're just ready to hit the market and start getting those fighters in the ring?
Oh, I did forget one country.
He's holding back on us.
Wait a minute. He was touching his beard like this.
I know. Let me think.
Also, Brazil.
Wow.
So we know there's some fighters. We know there's some MMA professionals who are from Brazil. Not
There's a lot.
names,
And Brazil loves fighting. Okay, was Valetudo, MMA, kickboxing, boxing, now bare knuckle. They love fight. Well, anything South America is always being big, huge boxing, fighting fans. You know what I'm saying? So I know that any show down there, it will be sold out like this. You know what I'm saying? Because they love action, they like fighting, especially bare knuckle, something new. Oh yeah, it'll be like boom, like that.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you're looking at guys like it's unfortunate. We all know that Vanderlei can't wait to get into the squared circle. Unfortunately, he was in that accident.
Damn, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, now what kind of card would that be to have him headlining down in Brazil?
Yeah.
That would be something now, wouldn't it?
That'd be huge, bro. That'd be huge. And Brazil, even Mexico, or one of those places. You know, the down south, South America always been a huge fighting fan culture. You know what I'm saying? They love fighting, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, not bare knuckle. I can't wait. It's gonna be give Dave Feldman and bare knuckle even a bigger platform because nobody like fighters and fans from South America, bro. I mean, they love the sport.
Well, people don't realize down there fighting is a way of life.
It is.
You got to put food on the table at the end of the day.
We used to bare knuckle. We with kids. We didn't have money to buy boxing gloves. No, bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? And it was full contact.
Oh yeah. Speaking of bare knuckle, I don't know if you remember seeing this, but there's a gentleman by the name of Mike Marshall who just so happens to fight in England. Look him up. Now he's a champion over there.
Right.
He wants to come over. He wants to hop the pond and play in the big show.
Oh, okay.
And I tell you, when you look at his fights, the man fought in a circle or a pit that had hay bales around.
No way.
So when I tell you he is an authentic bare
knuckle, yeah,
it doesn't get any more authentic,
any more real than that. Yeah.
And it's just the fact that he's coming to the States. So when you hear the name and you like, wait a minute, I heard that name before.
Right.
That's a big man who's used to fighting in a fight, and he'll beat the brakes off. I mean, again, the sport, like I said, we work with, BKM, Bare Knuckle Management. We work with BKFC to help bring them the best talent that we can find from across the globe. So it's not like we're just like worried about like, well, just here.
No.
Or no, we're talking about internationally. So again, you talk about the growth of the sport. This sport is going to do what other sports took them 20, 30 years.
You got to be like that. You got to be like that.
Light speed. The conversation we're going to have in a couple of years, you're going to be like, wow, it's only been that long? It's only, but you got to remember, this man was building the sport for a long time.
Yeah.
Underground, getting it sanctioned, doing the legwork, putting the time in. That's why it's like, look, man, you can't fight for a better organization. I'm happy to work with Paul at Bare Knuckle Management.
All the guys are standing guys. They're up class. Whether it's Dale Feldman, Nate Shook, the teams, whether it's the fighters and the fans, it's funny, in the beginning they were making seem bare knuckle like being brutal, than any other contact sport. But if you remember correctly, where UFC started, that's how it started too. You
No
know,
rules.
nobody used to
No-
like
no
the
holds
UFC. You know,
barred.
it's
No holds barred.
amazing. Like now, the UFC is like, it's just the UFC. But guess what? Bare knuckle, you don't say, oh, it's more risky, it's more dangerous. Let me tell you something. Me as a fighter, professional fighter, being in the sport for 20 plus years, nothing's harder to get hit with an elbow and the knee. I'd rather get hit with a fist than getting hit with an elbow and the knee anytime. And a kick. Don't even mention a kick, because getting hit with a leg, with a kick, whether it's in the body or the head, it's 10 times stronger than bare fist.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay. So to say that bare knuckle is more dangerous, that tells me you know what the hell you're talking about. You don't.
It's been proven that it's not. It will lengthen your career and not shorten it. That's a fact.
No.
If
I'd rather get hit with a punch than with an elbow and a knee and a kick anytime. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys are watching UFC lately. You notice that they got so bored, they're starting to kick people in the nuts.
Oh,
So I'm telling you, it's like
I kind of read something about that. I was not sure it was real, but whatever.
Look, I said it. I said it stand for, like, Unified Fighting Cup Check, because everybody was having a cup check that night. It was bad. It was. But look, though, I mean, at the end of the day, I love the sport. I will continue to watch the sport.
Of course.
But at the same token, I do understand. I'm a pugilist at heart. I grew up in a pugilist household. I have my share of scraps. I'm not a small dude. So trust me, you understand this. Back in the day in New York, nobody fought fair. You fought brother, cousin, uncle.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Sister. You fought 2-3 times before you got to your street.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm a pugilist at heart. I love the sweet science. And it's
now.
Go ahead.
No, finish, brother. Finish.
It warms my heart to be able to be a part of a sport that basically we've all been in street fights.
You know, I mean, I think bare knuckle. You know, I mean, me knowing you for God knows how long, one of the first guys to interview me and give me a platform, because I didn't know about social media. You know, I had 2 girls that helped me back in the day. You know, with social media when Facebook started and Twitter started, and back then it wasn't even called social media. Okay, and it was Rachel Blaze. You know who she is?
Oh
Rachel Blaze, and Jen Soto. Jen Soto, who was introduced through me to Hansel Gracie. These are the girls who told me, Anthony, this is gonna be the future. To promote yourself. To what I'm saying, to reach out more fans and more people. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Whoever thought? I mean, I didn't know nothing about social media or this, and of course, and then and then Travis came about and wanted to interview me. One of the first guys to interview me. I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't think nothing of it, and sure enough, man, it blew my career. But one thing I want to say, that I don't want nobody from this day forward to compare bare knuckle to anything else, because it's not like anything else. I hate people talking about comparing bare knuckle with the UFC, bare knuckle with boxing, bare knuckle with kickboxing. No, bare knuckle is unique. Nothing can come out of it. It is unique. A lot of guys I've tried who came from MMA, they're not doing it no more. A lot of guys came from boxing, former world boxing champions. They don't want to do it no more. So go to show you, it's not for everybody. I don't care what the hell you were doing before. It's not for everybody. It's unique and offense, defense, counter, stamina, and most importantly, heart.
Yes. Speaking on that note, me and Paul tomorrow will be at the offices of BKFC working to ink another deal.
Oh my God! Stay tuned. Love it. I love the drama. I love the drama.
People,
you guys didn't tell me. You were supposed to tell me that so you come on my show tomorrow.
No, too late.
Look, you will know. You will definitely know, and we will be breaking that news, and it would be cool to break it on your show. We have no problem with that. You guys are great. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I've known you forever and a day. Look,
Forever.
I've watched your show, Mr. Fuller, since it started.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Again,
that.
now, people know me by Travis Folks because, of course, that's my government name.
Right.
But for years, damn near a decade plus, I was known as Johnny Quantum.
That's right. I remember that.
Anime Subway.
I remember that.
And basically, you ride the subway with me and we'd have a nice interview.
That's
so
right.
For people who like, wait a minute, he sounds familiar. Oh, you heard a lot of me because I interviewed from fighters, from all types of fighters to Cynthia.
Oh, you've been around. You've been around. I'm surprised. If people don't know who you are, it's like, I don't know. I guess they're starting to become famous now because, you know, even back in the early 2000s until now, you were around. I mean,
you got to remember,
you were big in Twitter. You were big in Facebook.
It wasn't podcasting back then. It was just
That's
radio.
right. You're right. No, it wasn't. You're right.
You're right.
So, yes, sir.
I have a quick one of the person wanted me to ask you a quick question before we forget about it. They want to know if you know the fighters that are going to be fighting in September, or are you going to hold on to that until they find out?
What kind of question is that? You know we're going to hold on to it.
I can tell you this. I can tell you the bare knuckle management fighters that will be fighting in September, because that I know for a fact, and there are 4 or 5 of them that will be on the card. Now the rest of the card, now that I don't know.
Right.
But I can say this. Find out. I have no problem telling. Because it's just a simple fact that it's growing the sport. It's growing viewership. People want to know. They want to be a part of something.
They want to know. They want to be a part of it.
They want to know.
There's nothing to be a part of right now. Every organization that's out there already basically kind of overstayed its welcome. The new kid on the block is here to stay. And basically, we're kicking ass and taking names. Point blank discussion. So
I agree.
At the end of the day, everybody wants to be down with what's going. This is something that'll be going. Why? Because again, street fights have happened since the beginning.
The beginning of time. Bare knuckle, before it was a sport, it was already bare knuckles in bars and in the streets. I mean, boxing started from bare knuckle.
Yeah,
okay. Boxing started from bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far back it goes, you know?
Well, you got to think. The gypsies.
Right.
Bare knuckle was how you settled the dispute. Look, you get your best fighter. I'll get our best fighter in the family. Your son versus my son. And we're gonna see who wins this dispute.
Yeah.
There were no words. There were no
Bring
arguments.
the cash. Bring the money.
Thank you.
Bring the money.
Yeah.
So I mean, it literally has been around settling disputes forever and a day.
Yeah, forever.
Hence, toe the line, baby. Toe the line.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's taking this long. Such a long history to be a sport now and be in front and center. It's like, wow. You will think that it would have been around already, and but you know what? I guess like the old saying goes, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? And you see the results. It's only been around for 2+ years. You see how big, how fast it's getting. Because there is a demand. There's a demand to it. People do like it. People do like it, and recognize that these guys are not just brawlers. They're actually pure athletes. Nothing is harder. I don't care what sport you do in the world. Nothing is harder than fighting itself. Nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And to put yourself, the training when you go through,
your family. All the stuff, like you said, that gets put into fighting, at the end of the day, look, either it's in you or it's not. You find out real quick, like you said, a lot of people, I want to try bare knuckle.
Right.
You try and get your ass handed to you.
And they try it, and you don't see them again no more.
So, again, it's not for everybody. But
it's not for everybody.
It's something that's, well, look, to kind of answer your question, Tony, look, everything happens as it should. All great things take people of vision, visionary.
That's right. That's right.
David Feldman was a visionary. He took something that had been around since damn near the beginning of time, and it took him a long time to get other people to see its worth and its value.
That's right. That's
And
right.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
literally the tip. I mean, like this much
Yeah,
of the tip
yeah.
of the iceberg.
Yeah,
of
I mean,
what has come from this sport, because think about it. If you've been in MMA and you're a little older, it lengthens your career. There's no
That's right.
takedown. There's no
Right.
elbow. There's no
That's
knee.
right.
There's
That's
no
right.
jiu-jitsu. Nothing.
That's right.
If you're
Right.
young and you're coming into the game. Now think about it. How long have you been around, Anthony?
Woo, 20 plus years.
Ages.
Now think about it now. Now think about it. What if bare knuckle would have been around then? You'd have been in bare knuckle for almost 25 years.
Right. Yeah.
So just imagine these young guys. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna train, but I'm gonna train
Yeah.
for bare knuckle because it's different.
Right.
It's not boxing and it's not MMA.
Right.
You're absolutely right, Anthony. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get these new breed who are gonna be in their 20s training bare knuckle only.
Woo.
They're going to be fighting into their mid to late 30s, if not early
Right.
to mid 40s.
Monsters.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Hey,
Monsters,
so
man.
so you brought this up. Me and Anthony had an interview with who was Hernandez. He fought.
Luis Hernandez. He's
Yeah.
a pro boxer. He's a pro boxer
Yeah.
from Roy Jones camp.
Yeah.
And he and the last bare knuckle was his first time doing it, and he told us in his interview that he was curious about it. He wants to try it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he lost a close decision. It was a great fight, but in the interview, he was like he would never do it again. He's going back to boxing. It's not for
he was like-
everybody. He's like, no.
He's a good fighter, and he was like, he's young, and he's like,
25 years old.
He's got a family, so he was thinking about his family at that young age. But he was like, well, I'll think about it in the future when I'm in my 30s. Maybe I'll decide to probably go there.
Yeah.
So,
No, but he was curious about it, and now he find out what it is like. But
yeah,
you could tell
yeah,
he don't
look
want
at Travis
no
King.
part of it. He want no part of it. You know what? I experienced it. I'm good.
But look, at the end of the day, I tip my hat to that man. I tip
Yeah.
my hat to every man, and
25
woman
years old. You know,
who, amateur or pro, who puts themselves
in that position.
harm's
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, let's call it what it is. It is entertainment.
It is.
You see what I'm saying? And I tell the fighters that I work with all the time, look, man, my job is to make your life as easy as possible.
That's
I
right.
don't get hit in the face. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about somebody doing a half plum, catching me with 10 uppercuts. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you do.
My job
Yeah,
is
you
to
do.
make
Yeah,
sure-
you do. You make somebody mad, and you're around them, they're gonna punch you in your face because you didn't do it. So you know you're gonna get it one day.
Oh man.
So at that point, look, I'm here to make sure that you're in front of people, to
Right.
show people your craft,
That's
to
right.
do
Right.
the best for you that's possible for you and your family and your legacy, to help build that legacy. That's why
right.
I love what I do. That's why Paul loves what he does. That's why David loves what he does. Why? Because basically it's bigger than us. And we understand it's bigger than us. You see
It
what I'm
is.
saying? So just to be a
Yeah.
part of it, it's just like, look, I marvel at these guys. Look, I'm not going to lie. I have a problem with authority.
Yeah.
So at that point, there's rules to this shit.
It is.
And be like, wait a minute. Oh, fuck a rule. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, a street fight's a street fight, mind you.
Right.
Again, there's no rules in a
There's
street
no rules. Right.
fight. There's rules to bare knuckle. There's rules to MMA.
That's right. That's
and
right.
I give it up to those who have the discipline. I have business discipline. But to
Right.
get in there with somebody and get cracked a good one, I'm sorry, but that's what I know. And what I know is a street fight.
He's like, you know what? Screw the rules.
You see what
It's on now. It's on
I
now.
give it up to you fighters out there who put it on the line. I got that discipline for business all day, every day, which is why I do what I do and respect y'all so much, and why I do such a good job for y'all.
Yeah.
Why? because you deserve it. Again, like somebody popped up, money.
Right.
Look here, man. Boxers make a lot of money, and a lot of times them fights ain't exactly all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true. You're right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And
You
it's
know,
just
millions, and then they're running around. They pocket. You throw 1 or 2 punches, and they move around. Like I didn't pay for that.
You
I
know,
didn't pay for that. You know.
so to be a part of a sport that's fast-paced, action-packed, these guys, these girls get in there. Now, mind you, things are growing so fast, you're going to start to see some things. And again, you saw how much Mr. Tyson was offered.
Yeah.
Do you think he's the only one?
No, I don't think he is.
No.
I don't think he is. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
be on the lookout, people. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
just pure, vicious knockouts, knockdown, drag out fights. These guys are drawing it up online now. You know what I mean?
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's
and
amazing.
like I said, bare knuckle management is doing some things. We're signing some fighters. We're talking to people. We're hopping the pond, finding talent to bring to BKFC. You know, we're talking to people from. Look, we're talking to people from the Middle East. We're talking to people from South America. We're talking to people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Why?
Not because you gotta be like that because unlike the UFC, they kind of pocket pick. You know what I'm saying? They don't just give people a chance. They're just picky about who they're giving a chance. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right. If you know that dude is good, we're giving him a hard time. Well, you see in the past a lot of guys doing that good to begin with, they get a chance just because they come from a camp that or you dealt with him before. Listen, fighting should not be biased like that. If that guy deserves a chance to fight, give him a chance to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, again, unfortunately, in a lot of other combat sports, politics plays a big role.
Always.
In bare knuckle, your ability plays the biggest role. Because if you're in there knocking people out, putting on great shows, trust me, you will always have a job.
Yeah, you see it all the time. You see guys and other organizations that are not as big as the UFC with better talent never make it to the UFC. And I said, how you still not being picked up when you got guys in the UFC even now that they suck? They can throw a punch, they can throw a damn kick. And I'm like, how the hell you made it to the UFC? I thought the UFC was supposed to be the best MMA show in the world. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that can't even throw a decent jab, a decent kick. Nah, I don't like that.
Hey Travis, we have the number one question here. Since you're a salesman and you can pitch really good about stuff.
Analyst.
Now, a lot of people were asking this question. How do you feel about Mike Tyson doing a bare knuckle bout?
Look here. Now, being from upstate New York, having met Mike Tyson at his club in September in Albany, New York, when he had his club, and he would race his Lamborghini truck up and down the street, and cops would pull him over, and he would sign the ticket. And they would say, "Thank you, Mike." And Mike would get back in his truck and send you down the street.
Right.
Look, for those of you old enough who know about this, it's documented and it's researched.
Yep.
Go look at the picture of Mitch Green's face when Mike Tyson
punched him.
No glove on.
Yep.
Mitch Green looked like the Elephant Man.
Yep. And it was only one punch.
One punch.
It was only one punch.
The whole side of his face.
Yeah, like this. I remember that.
Oh, chin. All that.
I remember that. And it was one punch.
One punch. Mike hopped over the carpet. And it was over.
Yeah.
But I give it to Mitch Green. If I'm going to say his name, I'm going to give him props. He's the only person to take Mike Tyson the distance.
Right.
So Mitch is not human. So props to you, Mitch Green, because I'll tell you what, if Mike hit me that hard, I'm still fucked up.
I'll be in the hospital still. Like, how did I end up here, man?
So I mean, look, look, and now here's the beautiful thing. Mike's got to come back. Now, who's to say? A year, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, Mike doesn't say, you know what? I'll get this bare knuckle thing a try.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And you see him. Yeah, and you see him, even though he's in his early 50s, He don't look like 50. He don't move like a 50-year-old. He still got his speed. He still got his balance. He still has his coordination. A lot of guys younger than him, a lot of guys right now, 20 years younger than him, don't move like him. And you want to call him old? That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
If anybody called him out, I feel sorry for the other person.
But you know, but there's no point. I got a discussion. A lot of guys on Facebook about that. They're calling him old. What are we talking about? There's guys right now, 20 years younger, that doesn't move like Mike Tyson. And you want to call him old? Are you kidding me?
Now look.
I mean.
Remember what B-Hop did to dudes who were old enough to be his son, and B-Hop was in there schooling these kids.
That's right.
Now think about this. Now they put a video of Mike Tyson up of Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was 19.
Right.
The combo, because Mike's been throwing these combos for a long time.
So, yeah.
They put a picture of Mike Tyson, a video of Mike Tyson now throwing the combo.
Same.
They started the video at the same time.
Same.
Mike is finishing the combos faster now than he did
Look at that.
when he was
Look
19.
That's true.
Yeah,
I've seen some of this video.
But people don't understand that you cannot when somebody's an athlete and you got muscle memory, okay, you cannot compare an athlete with an average 50-year-old.
No.
Okay, people, let's not be so naive. Let's not be so naive. Compare somebody who's an athlete and has experience for a long time compared to a regular 50-year-old. No, it's not the same.
You're almost 50, Anthony. You're almost 50, buddy. So.
Oh yeah, and I'm still kicking ass. And I'm still look at that. I'm still kicking ass.
I mean, it's Mike is a special breed, and there's a reason why.
It is.
David Feldman went
him, and you see Roy Jones, same thing. Still got his speed, still got his power. Remember, again, they're not your normal 50-year-old guy. They're athletes. They have muscle memory.
Look. I'm going to take it a step further. Actually, I'm going to take it
here we go.
Further. These are special human beings.
That's right.
They have been special since the day they laced them up.
That's right. There you go.
They were always different. And it's not like you can say they were a little different.
No, they were different.
We're on a different level. As amateurs, they were at a pro level. So when they were pro, it was just like, oh, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they ran through people like a hot knife through butter. And again, we came up spoiled sports fans.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we saw greatness in their prime. We saw greatness in their prime. Beautiful.
Watching him become a man. He was a boy who became a man, who became a champion, who lost it all to get it all back times 1,000.
Yeah. No, but it's true. When you like you said, we got spoiled watching all these great fighters like Roy Jones on his prime. Oh my God, he was going through guys like nothing. His speed, his power, athleticism, agility. Mike Tyson, George Mosley. The name goes on. Miguel Cotto. Tito Trinidad. We were spoiled because we had many at one time, and that was like you said, with the golden era for boxing and even MMA, and you don't see that very often. Now you have like maybe one or two guys that really stands out, but not a lot.
BKFC is going to do its part to add to the legacy of the golden era to coming back sports.
Yep.
And I'm gonna leave my mark. I'm gonna leave my mark.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Tiger.
I'm gonna leave my mark.
Do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
when I was a kickboxing, a lot of guys didn't want to fight me. When I was doing MMA, a lot of guys didn't want to fight me. Now I'm bare knuckle. Someone's gonna fight me, and I'm gonna prove why I'm still one of the best.
Well, you heard it, David. Anthony's looking for some fight. You better get him hooked up.
Hey.
All right, so Travis, I'd love to have you on my show more because you're really outstanding guy. You're outspoken.
He's a brain. He could be here all day.
Yeah. No, man, I can't. Like, my show is 24/7, so I wouldn't mind having it.
He said, part two. We need part two.
All right, just remember this, Travis. Talk to David about signing Fuller Broadcast to do some media coverage out here in the West Coast and everything. So I
Hey.
I wouldn't mind helping you guys out.
Hey, look again. You're on the radar more than you know, my friend. Let's just put it that way. When it comes to people like myself, because you got to remember, there's a lot of us old heads who started this radio thing, which became podcasting. So we pioneered it way back when nobody was doing it, and people noticed you, man. So keep doing what you do. I will definitely throw your name in the hat. I will definitely play my part because, of course, I got to look out for my people. Journalist, manager slash, you know what I'm saying? Agent. But at the end of the day, we all have a common bond, and that common bond is and to make sure it not only grows but thrives. So
that's right.
We at BKM, Bare Knuckle Management, we appreciate you having us on the show always. BKFC loves the coverage. They love it. And again, I'll be at the office tomorrow along with Paul, and we'll be sitting down and we'll be hammering out some deals and giving you some more breaking stuff. And then, and guess what? Hopefully by then, Jeff, that ink dried. Because remember, there's a name and the ink hasn't dried yet.
Right.
So hopefully
let it dry.
I'll be waiting.
It has to dry to make it official,
All right, Travis. So is there anything else you'd like to say out there to all the fans, fighters that are getting ready to start getting pumped up for the fights?
Yes, I will say this. Your best ability, again, is your availability. Stay ready. Right. Cut the weight. Get down. Be ready to fight. Because you never know. I could be calling you. Paul could be calling you. Nate could be calling you. We could be calling you, talking about this is your shot. And when I tell you, there's a lot of people who want in. When you get that call, all I ask is that you be ready. Because there's a reason why you got that call.
That's right.
You're not a scrub. You got the skills to pay the bills, which is why we'll be ringing the phone. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout. Bare Knuckle Management doing big things. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to take over. We're just trying to, help the sport grow a little bit. If things happen, they happen.
Yeah, and they couldn't have a better gentleman. I know you for a long time. You're true to your word. You're class act, man. You're a gentleman. Not only you're a fan, but you're a gentleman of the sport, and I love you always for that.
Well, I do appreciate that. So much. Again, you know me from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And for all those, definitely get to know me. Get to know Paul. Get to know Bare Knuckle Management. Right. You're going to be around for a very long time, helping to grow the fastest growing sport in the world for a very long time. Look, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. My name. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. I might have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
That must be Paul.
Hold on. It's Paul. I'm talking to Paul.
Oh. Hey, Paul. What's up? Hey, Paul. Thanks for being on my show.
Just saying hello. He said hello. And he also said that the ink might be dry. So the next time
it's a little dry.
We have some news. Bigger.
Nice. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Awesome.
So, all right, I'll hit you right back, sir. All right, definitely. Bye.
That's awesome.
That's setting up tomorrow. Like I said, that ink, boy. Look, the sport's growing fast. Look, to the fighters out there, be ready because we'll be calling you. To those who want to do the sport, look into it. It's safer than you think. Trust me when you do your research, do your homework. Right. This is a beautiful sport to be in that you can fight for a very long time. Again, you can find BKM, of course, on Facebook, Bare Knuckle Management, at BKM BKM Management on Twitter, BKM Management on Instagram. You can find BKFC everywhere.
Nice.
Including
You heard,
Fuller
you heard it
Broadcast.
here. You heard it here.
Yep, on the Fuller broadcast, you definitely find it here. You'll find it on the BKTV app. You can find it on the Zone, and more to come. So I mean, look, keep tuning into the Fuller broadcast. Keep supporting the sport. It's growing.
Yep.
Look, even if you want to give it a shot, give it a shot. Because guess what? You might bring something out of you that you don't know is in you.
You don't know. That's right.
Bare knuckle will bring the best and the worst out of you, and it could bring the best out of you. You
That's
could
right.
be the next Mike Tyson.
That's right.
You could be
That's
the
right.
next Roy Jones. You could be the next Sugar Ray. You could
That's
be
right.
the next. You could be the next Christy Martin, ladies.
Whoa.
That's a bad woman right there. Look, look,
She is.
I'm getting
She
the ring
is.
with her right now.
That's
Be ready,
funny.
be available. We love you all out there. Continue to support the sport of bare knuckle.
Yep. Thank you for all your support. Thank you.
And gentlemen, thank you for having me on the show.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Look, anytime. Let me know. Let me know.
It's a pleasure.
Keep your word on that, man.
When Fuller said your name, I'm like, oh shit. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I actually got a little nervous. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to him in a long time. You know, that's awesome. It's good to see you again, brother. Keep up the great work, man. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. You too, both you gentlemen. You do a great service for the sport. You allow a platform for these fighters to come on and talk about themselves and their craft and their goals. At that point, you can do nothing more than being there yourself. So at that point, look, keep going, fellas. I'm here.
Thank you.
Whenever, reach out. You got the contact information. And like I said, ink's drying. I will be at home office tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You heard it. You heard it. You heard it.
You heard it from Travis from the BK. Wait a minute. Yeah, BKM Management, Bare Knuckle Management. I was trying to do an abbreviation. So you heard it from Bare Knuckle Management. I stuttered like him a few times. So you guys hit him up if you guys want to try out Bare Knuckle. If you need any info, you can contact Travis, you can contact Paul, Tyler. They'll be glad to help you out.
Yep. Also, we do have the West Coast out there with you, Javon. So, definitely.
Right. Yeah, I got an interview with him Thursday, I believe. So
exactly.
I have him on my show on Thursday.
Nice.
So.
Now look. He's got some stories to tell. He's been around for a little bit out west. So.
All right. So thank you for being on the full broadcast. I will. Thank you for being on the full broadcast, man. I'm glad to have you anytime. Don't forget, guys. Knuckle up.
Knuckle up.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Travis.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you. That was awesome.
All right, so we got a few minutes. I got segment 2 to do. I got another fighter I have to do real quick. That was a long show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he's been in the sport for a long time. I remember him back in the early 2000s when he was one of the first guys to reach out to me and interview me. And like he said, back in the day, he didn't use his real name. He used his name. It was Johnny Quantum. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know that. He interviewed a lot of fighters. But back then, there was no podcast. Nobody really ran a podcast or had a podcast back then. Everything was through Facebook and Twitter. But he was one of the first guys that tried to, give fighters a platform, and he did.
Yeah, sure. Instead of doing a segment 2, I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on this show right now.
Yeah, bring him in.
He's an MMA fighter. He's amateur, but he's looking to fight Bellator.
Nice.
He trains with Phil Dunlap. So actually, talk about little Travis real quick. He's a real good guy. I've talked to him.
He is.
Months ago, and I know he used to be an announcer. Somebody say he used to be a salesman or something. He does really good pitch, man.
Yeah.
he does. So, sorry. So, guys, I'm going to bring on this next fighter. His last name is Kreger. He's a MMA amateur fighter looking to start up fighting in Bellator. Let's bring him on here real quick. If I can get him up here. So I guess I won't get the big news till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay to have a little tease.
Well, I thought Paul was supposed to come on. I guess they didn't get the news until they said not till tomorrow. So I'm good with it. We got to talk to Travis. He told us a little bit more what's going on with Bare Knuckle. So Bare Knuckle is going to be the future, and you guys are going to have a lot of fighters. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just that Yankee hat. You look a little quiet, and you're like staying still. I can't. So the next event's August, right? August 21st, I believe.
I believe.
20,
yeah.
21st.
That's September.
I'm not sure if I know anybody's going to be on the August card. I'm still waiting for that card to come out. Have you heard anything about that one yet?
Nope.
All right. See if he's having problems. All right. So Phil, let's talk about this guy. Phil was talking to me about him. He's really he'll bust you up. That's what Phil told me. He's let me go.
So he's still amateur, but he's gonna turn pro in Bellator, or he's looking to fight in Bellator. Right.
Right. He made his debut in 2014, and he's been doing MMA since 2009. So he's been around for a while, like 10 years, maybe 11. So he's been working with Phil, and I've been trying to get him to go to Bare Knuckle, but I think he wants to do Bellator first before he tries Bare Knuckle.
Right.
So like all of these fighters, they're young or they're older. Some of them don't want to do Bare Knuckle. They want to just like stay where they're at. They're comfortable.
No, because but remember, like we just talked, it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're young or old, Bare Knuckle is not for everybody. Bare Knuckle is something that you really got to think about, because when you get punched, you get punched. You know what I'm saying? It's not like MMA or boxing or kickboxing, and people kind of are hesitant to do Bare Knuckle. I don't care how good you are in other sports. They're kind of hesitant to do Bare Knuckle because, for some reason, because it's Bare Knuckle, they feel like it's more dangerous, which is not. But in their eye, they're thinking being Bare Knuckle is more dangerous. It's just, silly about it,
Yeah, I just heard like some of the fighters, like Anthony. I'm trying to remember his last name. Jarrett, the guy we have on my big guy. He don't want to do Bare Knuckle right now because he don't want to mess up his pretty face.
Yeah.
He's like,
if you go to MMA and you get elbow a couple of times in the face, same thing. You get knee in the face, same thing. You get kick in the face, same thing. You know what I'm saying? So how can you be afraid to get punched in the face and not knee and kick and elbow? That makes no sense to me.
That's true. I agree with you with that. So all right, let's bring him on here. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing today?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
All right.
Good.
I already told some of the people about you, a little bit about you. So give us a little detail about how you started MMA and where you want to go right now. We know you're amateur, and how ready you are to go pro.
Well, so how I started, I was going to community college back in the day. I was 24 years old. I was going to El Camino College. I met a guy who was with the now defunct, I think he fought for Dream or something like that. I met him in a boxing class, and I wrestled in high school. So he's like, hey, do you do MMA? And I'm just like, I had to think about it, and I was like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what it was. So I had to look up, it up, see what it was all about. And, I saw this guy, MMA veteran Rampage Jackson. He was slamming people on their heads, and he was a wrestler. So I said, oh, okay, so this is what it is, And so I really didn't get into MMA. Like I got introduced to it in community college, but then when I left LA because I was living in LA at the time, I moved to like the IE and stuff like that. But I was going to school. I then went to school at Mount San Antonio College for a little bit, and there I met MMA veteran. He's now I won't say he's retired, but he's been in the game a long time. LaRon Wilson. Uh, so when I started to, spar with LaRon Wilson, I kind of got that bug to do MMA. This was 2000. Now I didn't make my amateur debut to 2014 due to, a lot of my sparring partners kept injuring me. It's like when you say, "Oh, I'm getting ready for a fight" and everything like that, all of a sudden everybody want to go 100% on you, and I'm just like, guys, I want to make it to the fight. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna. So I was training with back in the day with a man by the name of Jerabo Nerney. I got my blue belt under Peter Hahn, who was a Bonder Braga black belt. So I got the foundation under them, under LaRon Wilson, and then when my first fight came, I kind of left and went to a place called Smash Squad with Jerome Egan, and Jerome got me ready for my first fight. I'm 30 years old. I feel like I'm in my prime of my life. I fought for IE Fight Night, and that's still going on. It's a promotion that is ran by Lorenz Larkins, who's also in Bellator right now, one of the best welterweights in the world, in my opinion. So from there, I fought for IE Fight Night. I got the victory. Then I went over and fought for King of the Cage 2 years later because that same year I had my pro debut, I went and moved to Vegas. And in Vegas, it's the fight capital of the world.
That's right.
You meet all kinds of fighters out here. It's just like with the Vegas locals, it's just like when when you tell them like, I compete, they're like, oh, you're a fighter, okay. It's whatever because it's normal to them. But if you're out in other areas like some parts of California and other places, people actually kind of get excited when they hear that there's a fighter in their midst. You know what I'm saying? But Vegas, it's all normal. There's people walking around. Roy Nelson walks around.
All the time.
All those type of guys.
I know you met one of my buddy, Phil Dunlap.
Yes, I'm training with Phil Dunlap right now. I call him the leg snatcher. He's one of the best leg lock artists
How's that going?
I've seen. It's going good. Phil has really helped evolve my game as far as like the MMA grappling, the overall striking, and everything. He's generally a very good human being, and every time before I go to practice and I'm all kind of beat up from training hard, like the previous practice, I'm kind of like, every time I see Phil kind of strap on his, he wears his knee brace and whatever, and I'm just like, damn, I can't really complain. I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? The man trains so hard, and like, he does it on his own time. He's not really like benefiting for it. He's doing it because he enjoys it.
That's right.
And, that's what that's why I respect Phil Dunlap. I met him in I want to say I met him in like 2015, 2016. Well, after my King of the Cage fight, I fought for King of the Cage at the Cannery here in Las Vegas back in 2016. It was my second fight. After that fight, I was 2-0, and I went and I met Phil at his place. He was running the gym out of his place right now. We're currently out of Silver Wolf right now. So I met him at the King of the Cage fight, everything like that. I think I kind of met him prior and everything. When I came out to Vegas, I was training with Master Ricardo Cavalcanti. He gave me my second stripe on my blue belt. See, I've been a blue belt for a very long time. I got my blue belt October 27th, 2011. So I've been a blue belt a very long time. So it's like when I go and I grapple with some of these, purple belts, brown belts, black belts, like two of my buddies, you know, Mike and Eric. Eric's a brown belt. My friend Mike just got his black belt, and I rolled with him in like 2010 and stuff like that.
Damn.
So that's how long I've been in the grappling game, and so it's like I don't know what it is, but it's just like with these higher ranks, like purple and brown and black.
Right.
When they see that this blue belt is hanging with them, they got to have that
Right.
that confirmation. Like, are you really a blue belt? How long you been doing this? And once they find out how long I've been doing it, they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like I could be like, yeah, I've been doing it for about 6 months. Then
Right.
I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I was with Master Ricardo. He closed his gym and he went to, I believe, Texas. I trained at Extreme Couture. I just started training, I believe, with Phil right before the lockdown and everything in February. So in February, I was getting ready to fight in May for Tough Enough. I fought for them twice already. And this fight that I have coming up is kind of a rematch. The first fight was wrong, even though people were coming up to me saying that I won and stuff like that. But this time there will be no draw. There will be no referee, deducting points and stuff this time. The only job of the ref is to, get me off of him.
Right. Good attitude. I like that.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, the guy, I respect him. Of course, I give him the respect because he's going up in there and stuff like that. But I feel that there's levels to this, and
there is.
I feel like he's not really taking it too seriously, because this is the thing. As an amateur, I've been on a lot of other media podcasts and stuff like that. Like locally, I did Vegas Live with Neon. I was on the Matt Perlman TKO podcast. I do my media work. I get my name out there because I feel like it's not up to my coach or my manager, And I have one more interview fight week, which I'm going to keep a secret, but it's with someone that it's really cool and a veteran in the game himself. So it's like when I do that interview, a lot of professional fighters in MMA are going to look at their manager and say, "What am I paying you for? And how is it that amateur MMA fighter is getting on these shows?" You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to get myself out there. You know what I'm saying? As they build.
But you think your opponent or the rematch, you think he's not taking the fight serious, or he's not taking you serious?
Just like it's like he's not really, promoting the fight per se, and we're in the same city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got eyes and ears everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he's going off of the previous fight with me, because my thing is I'm long. I expect him to come in and try to swarm me and hug me and whatever. But I've been like working my distance management. I've been getting in the ring with. I got in the ring with a very good boxer, and the guy is 15 years old, but he's about 6'2", 350, and he's gonna he's gonna be a really good professional boxer one day. So it's like I get my work in everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. No, you got to.
I got to, man. And the thing is, what's interesting is this month, to connect with the whole Bellator thing, there's someone coming into Vegas who actually battled Jake Hager in his last Bellator fight. And, I'm going to be getting in some work with him, You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Cool.
So this camp I have, been getting in work with some pretty good guys.
Yeah.
Another
Sounds
guy
like.
who's the guy who signed the bare knuckle, the Cinderella man, Joey Angelo. I got some work in with him.
Nice.
Joey's my boy. Joey's my boy. I know him.
Yeah, I love it. I love you, man. I really hope that he one day gets that fight with Hector Lombard, though. I
Ooh.
really
That could be a good fight.
They've been
Yeah.
trying to set that up, but they're having hard with the negotiation with that right now. So
Well, I know he's fighting Kendall Grove, and from what I heard, the last I've seen. But I mean,
Right.
I'm not gonna knock Kendall Grove or anything. He's tall, he's lengthy, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
He has no
Kendall,
hands.
yeah,
He has no hands.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully Kendall could give us
Yeah.
some work. Or something.
I mean,
I just,
he's a good MMA fighter, but for
yeah,
bare knuckle, he has no hands. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's a different ballgame, man. I've been in there
It is.
with some very good boxers, bro. It's not like
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like I respect the sport of boxing. I follow Joe Louis. I was following his career, how he threw the true right cross.
Right.
The cross is just a counter to the jab. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now people call it a right straight or whatever. But to me, it's
Right.
like
No, it's a cross.
The punch
Right.
crosses over
Right.
the jab and connects.
Right.
Of course, I watch footage of Muhammad Ali. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Of course, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He's
But
my,
that's a
he's
different.
one
That's a
of my
different
favorite
with you.
boxers.
Yeah, but that's a different with you and a lot of people because I did the same thing. I always knew early in my career. Thank God because Louis Ruiz, three-time world kickboxing champion, and he took me to real boxing gyms to learn real boxing because you're not gonna learn boxing in a kickboxing gym or an MMA gym. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn watered down boxing. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn real boxing, you go to real boxing guy or real boxing gym. So you learn real
Exactly.
boxing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people to this day, a lot of people still don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's not because somebody throws not because somebody knows how to use their hands, you could call that boxing. No, it's not. It's not. It's different.
Yeah, that's why I was going to a boxing gym, getting in some work.
Yeah.
I so it is, as I said, people underestimate, getting in work with boxing, with boxers.
Right.
Boxers to me have like the best, like my friend Eric, he has like some insane boxing. He boxed in college.
Yeah.
He wrestled in college. And I told him, I'm like, bro, if you use those boxing angles, off those angles, you can take people down. That's,
But you talk about learning defense, offense, counters, angles,
right?
Bobbing and weaving.
Right.
I mean, you don't learn that in kickboxing MMA. You learn a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? And boxing, because they don't call boxing the sweet science for no reason. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything you learn in MMA. I've been around for a long time. Every time I see MMA gyms and kickboxing gyms and whatever boxing they learn, it's like watered down stuff. It's not really like going to a real boxing gym with real boxers and learning their craft. It's like night and day.
All right, so from here.
Yeah, you're perfectly right. Yeah.
So from now until you get ready to fight, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well the great thing about where I'm training at now, Phil Dunlap is very good with a lot of angles and stuff like that. Since I've gone to him and worked at a boxing gym, my power has gone up.
Good.
So I'm learning how to really, power management and stuff like that, So I'm very excited for this fight against. It's going to be in Utah for FitCon,
Nice.
So a lot of eyes are going to be watching, and
Nice.
you know, I'm coming. Coming in there, put on the show.
Wishing you the best, buddy. Wishing you the best. Do it. Take it. Take that W.
Show you show Bellator what you want and where you want to be.
Yeah.
So
Right.
show them what you are. So man.
Yeah, man, that's the plan, man. To me, Bellator is the end game for me, man, because I feel like I could make a lot of money in Bellator. Not really
Right.
knocking UFC, but I just feel like with the whole, Reebok deal and their next deal, I just feel limited to how much money I can make if I were to go to the UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
I just feel like with more sponsors and stuff like that you can have in Bellator, sometimes your sponsorship money is higher than
Yeah.
your win bonus and your show money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why
I
it's
don't.
like,
I don't understand why the UFC is doing what they're doing, because first of all, they're supposed to be the biggest MMA show in the world, but yet they don't pay their fighters a lot, and then they want to control all this bullshit about the sponsors and how many sponsors you could have. The sponsor got to pay the UFC. It's like that's too much, bro. First of all, you didn't pay the fighters what they're worth, and then you want to control how much you're getting paid, controlling the sponsors. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. I don't like that at all.
All right, man. So everybody.
yeah, to me.
My thing's breaking up.
Go ahead.
Oh, someone went bye.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's wrong with this mic, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was freezing. I don't know what was happening. I was trying to talk to him, and it's like he wasn't hearing me at all. I don't know. So you heard it from him. He trained from with Phil Dunlap.
Yeah.
And,
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Great guy. Knows his craft. Veteran of the sport. So you can go wrong training with him.
Yeah, so hopefully his dream comes true. And when he gets to Utah, show everybody what he's capable of.
Yeah.
And hopefully Bellator will pick him up. So guys, you heard it from Travis about the BKM bare knuckle management. Big news coming up. Like I say, he's got 5 fighters fighting in September. He won't
I think he said 4.
tell it. 4 or 5. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
hopefully they'll message me tomorrow and we can put it on the show. If not,
Yeah.
be all
I can't
good.
wait. I was so excited on the last bare knuckle fight. It was my first time watching it live, and man, I couldn't stay still. I was so amped up. Oh my god, it felt like I was there. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I hate to be a fan on the sideline because I feel like I'm the one fighting. I hate it.
All right, guys. So you heard it from Travis, from McGregor. Anything that you guys need, if you guys gonna fight, you guys wanna try bare knuckle out, get a hold of Travis, get a hold of Paul Tiger. They'll be glad to help you guys out and work with you. Hopefully, get you guys into it. And I'm trying to see what else I have to say. I totally forgot. The show was so long, I forgot what I was going to talk about, man.
Oh my god, wake up.
All right, so I'll let you guys go. Thursday night, I'll have, I think, Anthony, Epic Predator on here, and Joshua.
Yeah, so he just put that he's gonna have 5 fighters on September, so that's gonna be a good show. I can't wait to watch it. You know what I mean? It just that's how I get when I see a new show, a new fight. I get antsy, man. I want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want more. I want to see more, watch more, because it's nothing like watching a show live. You see what I'm saying? Once it passed and you go on YouTube and watch it, but when you watch it with live, there's something about it, man. The adrenaline is amazing.
Let's get him on here. We're getting ready to get off the show, so let all the fans, sponsors, and everybody. What you got? You got to thank anybody out there. What you got to say? Get ready for your next fight.
Okay. For sure. I'd like to thank Phil Dunlap out of the Asylum Fight team for helping me get ready. I like to thank my sponsor, Beauty Lab and Laser out of Salt Lake with Brady Nord. I just like to thank everybody who supported me over the years, man. This is a very big deal to me, man. A good support system is so important. And
It
of
is.
course, I like to thank my lovely wife,
Yeah.
for dealing with me during this training camp.
Yeah. Oh
All
man,
right, man.
I wish you the best, buddy. You got a good support team. You got great coaches. Bring that W home, buddy.
So do me a favor.
I will.
Tell
Thank you
Toe
so
what's
much.
up.
For sure.
All right,
I'll let
man.
him know.
Appreciate it. Thank you for being on the full broadcast, man. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
See,
That's awesome.
It was. It could. I'm glad to
Yeah,
have all
it's
these.
a little delay there. A little delay.
Yeah. Oh crap! All right. So you guys heard it. End of the show. It's been a long show. You guys tune in. There's some news coming up about some fighters signing. Some fights coming up with BKM. Once again, thank you for watching Full Broadcast Show, 24 Sports News, live interviews, mania coverage. I interview MMA, boxing, ICAF, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I'd like to thank my co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, for putting up with me.
It's not easy. It's not easy. But somebody got to do it.
My wife has to put up
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. Oh, I feel sorry for her.
She's next door. Everybody,
Yeah.
Hey, everybody feels sorry for her, but she's been with me 10 years. She's going.
Yeah, no, hey, she must be a strong girl. You need that. You need a strong woman in your life. Otherwise, we can't do everything by ourselves. We need a strong woman.
Hey, do it this way. If she can't bug me or anything, my kids do it for her. I got 5 kids. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
So-
That's awesome.
All right, guys. This full broadcast, 24/7 Sports News. See you guys Thursday night for more live interviews. Have a good night.
Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller, and your co-host, Anthony the Tiger Cruz, bringing you the latest sports updates and interviews with your favorite athletes.